I have the Workman WHF 75, the 75 meter hamstick. 250 watts it's rated. It's 24 thread. They give you a little ferrule that screws into there, and the stainless steel whip down the side of it. And then down at the bottom you have the ferrule, set screws, and an Allen wrench. So it's right around 4 feet tall. The whip is right around 4 feet. So that puts the whole thing right around 8 feet, I would imagine. Let me get this out, opened up, and we'll get it on the back of the Yukon and test it out with the auto tuner. See what happens. Here we go, Workman, typical SWR, 2-to-1. 2-to-1. Most rigs that cut back lose 25-30% of the power. Tune the whip, lock it in, put it on, move the whip up and down for minimum SWR. But you know what? I have an auto tuner. We're just going to put the whip at the end, tighten it down, and let the auto tuner take out the slight little mismatches. Now, I'm even going to put this on top of a 54-inch mast with a double nut. That was my plan. So, anyways, bear with me. Just little ferrule pieces. I don't know if that's brass with chrome plating. But hopefully they don't strip out, and of good quality. They don't rust from wintertime environment. So, you might have to put some kind of shrink tube coating over the top of that, or liquid electrical tape to keep it protected. That's my fear. Okay, just in case you're wondering where you put it in and bottom out, it can go right through, so we'll slide it up about like there. Years ago on the lake view, I think they were hamsticks I had. Did the same set of set screws. And what I did is I took a hacksaw blade and I just gently scored a little groove into the whip so I could line it up, and then I could lower the set screws, slide it back down inside the fiberglass tubing, and then it was easier to store a 4.5-foot whip in the trunk of my car than an 8-foot whip. So you may want to try that if you're gonna, take it down, store it, do something like that. But in my configuration, I have the auto tuner, and I don't have a need for it. I just need to lock those down. So, anyways. It gives me an idea. What happens if I just install this little 4-foot section, if it's even 4-foot section, in my antenna mount, and then instead of this little 4-foot whip, you can see I don't have the threads tight right there. What if I screw in my 102-inch whip to the top of it? We'll have to try that too and see what happens. Holding this antenna in my hand, I can't tell if it's cheaply built or not, but it's got some weight. This thing probably weighs at least 2 pounds. So that means there's a lot of wear here. Hopefully all that wear is a good thing. Wish it was a little bit larger wear for RF skin effect, but hey, it is what it is. It's a little thin red magnetic spool wire if you've ever seen that stuff. Let's look at some of the windings here. It goes winding, 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 open. Right here. That's got to be at least 8 inches up, 10 inches. Starts continuous winding. And then about 1 foot from the top, it goes back into the more helical for about 2.5 feet there. It's all solid winding. So to wind a quarter wave whip, this is what I read somewhere once, you need a half wave of wear. If you helically wind a half wave of wear, it becomes a quarter wave on the band that you choose. If that'll focus. There's a little bit of a corona ball on top of a whip. If you ever wonder what a corona ball for is, it's discharged static electricity. Not much of one. Can't get the camera to focus that well with the light on, but anyways, there is one there. If you want to store it in your car, you could just undo the 2 sections, slide it down in, stick it in your car that way. Here we go. We got the 75-foot whip on. Not very high. Let's see what happens. Remember, we're on 75 meters. And we're going to tune up. $75 meters. You gotta be kidding me. You see that, people? What a joke. Okay, we're on 3700. Oh, that brought it in quick. But a 2 to 1, you gotta be kidding me. You can't get better than 2.0 to 1. Let's try some of these settings. Why don't they give me a response? You know, my AT600 Pro 2, when I hit something, it showed me if the SWR went up or down. This one doesn't. Are we gonna get it? There it goes, it got it. 3700, it can tune it. Wow. A 54-inch mast here, the 75-meter whip. The mast should really do nothing. It should add just very minimal amount of wire length to the antenna. The tuner should bring it into resonances. Remember, this is a 75-meter hamstick on 75 meters we're trying to tune. You believe that crap? You're going to try to tune the 75-meter hamstick on 6. Nope. You think you should be able to do that, won't you? There it goes. Let's see what happens if we start transmitting. CQ, 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 CQ from Alpha Alpha 1 Papa Radio, AA1 PR. Please copy Alpha Alpha 1 Papa Radio calling CQ. And you can see the 2.0 light blinks. So it's tuned, but it raises SWR up to 2.0. That's worthless.